Alright, here we have Wytchwood being played on PS4. So at settings, so we've got audio, language, credits, dialect speed. I'll keep it at 400%. It was originally at 100%, but I put it at 400%. Camera sway on, vibration off. And we're going to go ahead and do new game. Swamp. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. She spent most of her day tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Bah! Who's there? You devil! How dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? Blah. Shoo shoo. Get out of my house, you mindless beast. You're making a mess. With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the hearth just yesterday. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. First things first. Okay. So we gotta find your grimoire. It should be right here. Ah, here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it at any time by pressing triangle. Guess we got a mending poultice. All my recipes are missing. That damn creature has chewed up all the pages of my book. Where's my belt? I need to carry it with my things if I'm going to confront the beast. I must have left that trunk in the trunk over there. Alright, so we got a braided belt. Got a seeker vine. Got some nuts. And a reedy twine. Oof, my poor pack. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine on to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I will have the recipe for my mending poultice. There we go. I think I got it all. Nope. I'm missing some more items over here. Okay. Now do I have enough? Yes. Hold X to craft a potion. And then use R2 to heal. And then we're gonna head outside. So I'm holding X to interact to make potions. I'm using the left analog stick to move the character around. You step aside into humid marsh, and immediately stub your toe in a twist of root. Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink, and the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? He could at least put those gnashers to good use in his lawn. Press the touchpad to open your map and get a better look at the surroundings. There's your map. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go over here and get to the goat. It's right here. Bah! Is that all you got to say for yourself? Bah! The goat coughs a big disgusting hairball. Ah, yes. Hello. Hello? Can you hear me now? Apologies, it's been so long since I've used a mortal vessel. Yuck, there's dirt in its mouth. Puff. You can talk? Of course I can talk. As your mind becomes so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend, you wound me, madam. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken, though I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount of we agreed upon? Amount? Amount of what? Oh dear, if you really don't remember, we should go over the contract details again. Down there. The goat nods its head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock? You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look, and I'm sure it'll come back to you. Open your witch's eye with square to inspect objects and creatures and discover their weaknesses. Okay, so unwilling power. Okay. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying below the surface. I can see it now, but there are shallow runes etched into the surface of the stone, but they're too faint for me to read. A powder of unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to read and transcribe my recipes. I shall not be held reliable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as a result of abyssal possession. By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft in your grimoire. So if you guys haven't figured this out yet, this game is all about gathering recipes and using spells and in the environment. And the game, the game looks very beautiful. I love the way the game looks. I love the music in the game. The sound effects are well done. Everything about this game is pretty well done. My only complaint really is the game feels very fetch questy. And what do I mean by that? Well, you have to do one quest to get an item, and you need this certain item in order to progress. It feels like it feels kind of like a Zelda game almost, but just a little more fetch questy than Zelda is. Some shears will cut these cleanly, so I have to have shears. So in order to get the shears, I'm gonna have to. Alright, so I'm gonna craft the unveiling powder. And I'm going to go ahead and use that over here. Oops. At the shrine. Come on. Use my handful of the glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyph and envelops the transcendent sauna. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen. It must be written in the umbral tongue. Allow me to translate. The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head towards you. Dark matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes. I cannot see. Unbelievable. What help are you then? I didn't come here to help, I came to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you? Fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. Okay, so we're gonna get the shears. Like I said, fetch questy. Alright, so we got the shears. Now we can go ahead and cut the goat's fur. With much protesting and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes. Ah, much better. Oh my. Were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well? Watch your tongue, or I'll give it a good snip too. Now, can you read the runes or not? Yes, A space beneath she sleeps alone, tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of force shall unroot the stone, braziers burn, and await the crone. Crone? Who's it calling a crone? And what are these tokens I'm to burn? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look. Swear at those braziers. Alright, so we need these items here. Blue feather, dog hair, frog slime, and shiny stone. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and a shiny stone? I don't suppose you swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep. I don't think so, but feel free to sift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp, you know? See the gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame? The good motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do this creaky joint some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humorous. Alright, so now I gotta gather ingredients to light the braziers and clear away for the forest. So yeah, this is essentially the game, guys. I mean, the game, I love the dialogue in the game. It's humorous, it's funny, it's informative. And the game overall is a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to get to take a look at this game for you guys. Would I recommend the game? Yes, I definitely would recommend checking this game out. Again, it's a beautiful game. Despite the fact that, again, it's very fetch questy. There's a lot of items you need, and then you turn around and have to gather other items in order to make those items available. It just feels, I feel like the items should just be there available to you. Like after talking to somebody, rather than here, do this in order to get this, it's like there's too much of that in this game. But despite that, this is a very good game. I definitely would recommend it. So I want to thank the developer for the VR opportunity. This game's great. Sorry, the publisher. And I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time. Take care and happy gaming.